My name is Douglas Jessup. I live at 6007 North Sewanee Avenue in Tampa. I'm a professor at USF where I teach logic and methodology. My purpose is to ask you to correct the error you made in your August 4th meeting when you voted to include the TBX proposal in the TIP. I have examined the model used by FDOT and its justification for TBX, and I must say that the English language lacks polite words to convey just how bad it is. Using antiquated data and false assumptions, FDOT built a model that grotesquely overstates interstate demand. Even by FDOT's own standards, the model has failed egregiously, and the magnitude of its error is getting progressively worse. I can say with complete confidence that any graduate student who submitted work of this caliber to a seminar on statistical methods would flunk the seminar and be tossed out of the graduate program and apparently go work for FDOT. In point of fact, their preposterous model shows how little respect FDOT has for your capabilities. They evidently figured that the MPO consists of people who are either too lazy to read the TBX proposal with any care or too stupid to understand what they are reading. No responsible business owner, investor, or elected official would ever approve a massive expenditure without first doing some due diligence to see whether the expenditure is justified. And yet, that is precisely what you have done. For reasons I cannot comprehend, you lend credence to FDOT's pronouncements, notwithstanding the fact that the record shows FDOT District 7 to have been wrong in every prediction it has made about I-275 and to have broken every promise it's ever made to the affected neighborhoods. You had one job. In your own words, that was to, quote, promote, coordinate, and facilitate the involvement of all people in the long-range planning and vision for our community. Rather than do that job, you chose to become the marketing arm of FDOT in its effort to ram TBX through over the vehement and near unanimous objections of our community. It's time you correct your error and shelve the TBX proposal, at least until a competent statistical analysis of interstate demand has been conducted to determine its viability. FDOT's long, ugly record of mendacity and incompetence requires that any such study must be done by an independent third party. If you continue to support TBX, all of your talk about community involvement will be exposed as nothing more than empty rhetoric. Furthermore, if you go down that path, you are asking for pushback from citizens who overwhelmingly oppose TBX and who will pursue any necessary means to defend their communities. In this context, you would be well advised to read up on the history of metropolitan Atlanta and the freeway revolts of the 70s and 80s. That is exactly where you are headed if you insist on trying to impose TBX on the citizens of Tampa.